What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one, man. Hope everybody's been doing well, man. I'm already stuttering in the beginning of the video. I'm not gonna be able to get through this one. Anyway, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about emotional attachments, guys, and why, as a man, you should never be emotionally attached to a woman. Now, the reason why I decided to do this video, although I've done a video on emotional attachments before, is because I happened to be going through the comment section and I came across a comment with someone who was very, very concerned about the video, and I guess they were concerned about my well-being. So to the person that commented and said, "Where's my phone at?" The person that left a comment, I appreciate your concern in regards to my mental health, right? Basically, the comment said that a lot of professional help is needed based on this video. A lot of healing from childhood trauma desperately needed. So I'm going to address that first and then I'm going to get into the video. But like I said, I would like to thank the commenter for your concern in regards to my mental health. I appreciate it. Not a lot of people get that type of concern. And so it is very much appreciated. There are a lot of mental health issues and a lot of people that do have mental health issues and that need to be addressed. And, it's good to know that, there are people out there that are concerned. Now, let me get into emotional attachments. Emotional attachments are bad. What happens, guys, is that people automatically associate attachment. When they hear me say emotional attachment, they automatically default to attachment styles. So there are attachment styles, right? And typically there are four, attachment styles, basically, right? Now you can get into some, some people say they're five, they're six, but they're all just broken down from four attachment styles. Let me break this down. The four attachment styles, of the four attachment styles, three of them are bad. That's 75% of the attachment styles. So 75% of attachment styles are bad. Again, when I'm talking about being emotionally attached to a woman, I am not referring to attachment styles. Attachment styles are derived from or are created or developed from childhood. Whatever you went through in your childhood is what or how your attachment style is developed. So when I say as a man, you should not have an attachment to a woman, like I said, most people automatically default to attachment styles. And so they're looking at, this guy has an issue. He has a mental issue or has an emotional issue from his childhood. Let me get a little bit deeper. Not all attachments have anything to do with attachment styles. You can be attached to something or someone and it have absolutely nothing to do with your past or your childhood. Okay? So, again, I'ma stand on this. You should not be emotionally attached to a woman. If you are a man who struggles with being able to walk away from a woman or a relationship that breaks you down, it's a toxic relationship. Or even if it's not toxic, it's just a bad relationship. It does not serve you. You're getting absolutely nothing from the relationship. You're being violated, you're being disrespected, and it has left you broke, busted, and disgusted. But you can't seem to walk away from this woman because you are in love. You thought that it was going to be together forever till death do you part. You had all these dreams and aspirations, getting married, starting a family, doing all of these things. But currently, you're in a space where you're being disrespected, you're being violated, okay? You're being emasculated, you're being manipulated, all of these things. But for some reason, you just cannot walk away. You're just so in love that you're in stupid. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but we've all been there. You just can't walk away for whatever reason. This does not mean that you have some type of childhood trauma that, this, that, and the third. It has nothing to do with, you can be attached to someone, okay? And it have absolutely nothing to do with a childhood trauma. You can just be so in love that you just, like I said, in stupid. And it's okay. So, for everyone who thinks that I have a problem, I appreciate your concern. Thank you. But not every attachment has anything to do with childhood trauma. Guys, listen to me, okay? Many men have walked away before. Many men will walk away in the future. You can do it. It may seem difficult, and I know you'll come up with every single excuse as to why you shouldn't walk away or why you can't. If you just cannot walk away for whatever reason, you can't even come up with a legitimate reason as to why you can't walk away other than I'm in love or, I don't know, whatever it is. It's okay. You're not the only one. You're not the first one. You're not the only one now, and you will not be the last one. Just understand, if you're not getting out of the situation as much as you're putting in, you're not getting the respect that you deserve. You're not getting the respect that you earn. You're not getting the loyalty that you have earned. You're not getting the things that you earned. You are emotionally attached. Attachments are bad. Attachments are the root of all suffering. It's like you become a slave to whatever it is that you are attached to because you can't walk away. Now, I have no issue with emotional connections. You understand what I'm saying? You're emotionally connected to a woman. But when you get to the point where you are attached, you're in bad shape. Break the attachment. It's not easy. When you become emotionally attached to a woman, man, it's hard to break away. It's hard. You're gonna go through it. And it's on you. I hear guys say, man, why she just don't leave me alone? I hear that all the time. Why she just don't leave? Look, man, it's hard. I get it. But this is why it is very, very important that you continue on with your hobbies, the things that you love to do, hanging out with your friends, going to the gym, hanging out with your family, or whatever it is. One of the biggest mistakes that we make is we stop the lifestyle that we had before once we meet the woman, and now we're putting all of our time and effort and energy into the woman, and that's how attachments are built. This is why men will tell you to continue doing the things that you have been doing. If you're in a situation right now where you can't walk away, you have to go back to doing the things that you once did prior. If you didn't do anything prior and you had no life prior and now you're emotionally attached to her because you never had a life and now she's the only life that you have, you need to go get a life. Go to the gym. Start doing things on your own. Find a hobby. Find things that you like to do away from her. Okay? And typically, the distance that y'all have will help break that attachment. But the more that you stay around her and you're with her, she's continuing to disrespect you, she's continuing to violate you and things like that, but you're still around her, you're never going to be able to break the attachment. You need to create distance. All you guys that are struggling with walking away, create distance from that woman. This is what you need to do. It is never good to be emotionally attached from a woman. See, when you're emotionally attached to a woman, you can't be indifferent because you're so concerned about what's going to happen next. You're fearful that you're going to lose her. So you'll be a sucker and do anything that you think is going to keep her. You're going to be scared to stand your ground because you're worried about whether or not she's going to get upset and now what the consequences or repercussions are going to be because now she's upset. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to allow the disrespect. You're going to allow the violations just to not get her upset. You're walking around on eggshells. You don't know what's going to happen next. Create that distance. You have to be indifferent. You have to be able to not care about the outcome, because your caring about the outcome is causing you the pain and suffering that you're putting yourself through right now because you're scared to lose her. Never be fearful when it comes to losing a woman. I get it. I get it. If you had a decent woman, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, look, it's hard to come across good people. It's hard to come across people that you're compatible with. It's, it can be difficult. You can come across many good people, but if you're not compatible with them for whatever reason, it doesn't even matter that they're a good person because y'all don't get along. So you found that person that you get along with and y'all are compatible, but for whatever reason, things are not going the way you want them to go. You have to be able to walk away. Stop caring so much about the outcome. I get it. You put all your eggs in one basket. You thought it was going to be this. You thought it was going to be that. You're striving for the future, and you want. We've all been there. Never get emotionally attached to a woman. If you find yourself emotionally attached to a woman, if you're in a situation right now that you've just heard me talk about, you're allowing disrespect. She's talking to you all type of ways. She's just doing whatever it is that she wants to do, and all of that. Understand, you cannot control a woman. A woman is going to treat you based on how she sees that you allow her to treat you. It never gets better. Once you allow any form of disrespect, it's only going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. The more disrespect that you allow, the more disrespect that you are going to get. When you are allowing and accepting disrespect, usually it's because you have an emotional attachment to that woman. Now, there are going to be other issues. Your confidence may be low, your self-esteem is low, and things of that nature, right? But the emotional attachment is still there. You can have low self-esteem and still walk away from somebody. You can have low confidence and still walk away from somebody, but that emotional attachment, for whatever reason, is keeping you there. You got to get up out of that situation. Emotional attachments will allow you guys to be manipulated, violated, disrespected, and all of these things, guys. Emotional attachments are bad. Okay? And again, to everybody out there that is concerned for my mental health, concerned for my emotional stability, and believe that I need all of this help, or this extensive professional help, and I need to heal from my childhood traumas. Understand, I am healed from any childhood traumas that I would have. Now, look, when it comes to emotional attachments, one of the things that you have to understand is that your attachment style, if we're going to talk about attachment styles, right? Your attachment style comes from your childhood trauma. The type of attachment that you have to a person, how you attach and how you deal with a person, whether it's, anxious, whether it's fearful, for all of y'all that know about, emotional attachments, they all come from your childhood traumas. And you are absolutely right. But guess what? When you overcome those childhood traumas, you will no longer feel the need to attach. The attachment is a result of the trauma. Remove the trauma and you will remove the attachment. Y'all get what I'm saying? But look, man, I appreciate everybody's concern, and to all you guys out there that are dealing with the inability to walk away from a woman, the inability to walk away from a relationship, and you just don't know why you can't. You're emotionally attached, guys. You have to slowly break the attachment, and how you do that is by beginning to create space. You become a slave to whoever or whatever it is that you are attached to. If you ask me, an attachment is damn near an addiction. You're addicted to a person, even though you know that person is bad for you. Someone who is addicted to something, they know that something is essentially not good for them, but they just can't walk away from it because it just feels so good when they're in it. Whatever it is that they're in, it feels so good when they're in it. Now, after the fact, they feel bad. They feel dirty. They feel, you know what I'm saying? Just, oh man, I can't believe I did it again. But it's a cycle. It keep going over and over and over. It's like an addiction. The same way you rush home to be with this person or whatever it is, you're still getting violated. You're still getting disrespected. They ain't loyal. Whatever it is, whatever type of treatment that it is that you're getting or not getting, but for whatever reason, you're addicted. After you walk away, or even while you're in it, you feel bad. But for some reason, you just can't give it up. It's like an addiction, guys, okay? Emotional attachments are bad. You become a slave to whoever or whatever it is that you are attached to. You must understand that. If you're having issues walking away from a woman or from a relationship, you could possibly be emotionally attached. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let this one soak in. Once again, I appreciate everybody who's concerned with my well-being. Thank you, and I appreciate you. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.